The Chargers have informed head coach Anthony Lynn, who won 4 games to finish the season, that he will not be returning as the head coach in 2021. Officially fired the coach who, of course, led them to a 12-4 record just a couple of years ago, someone who I know they have a lot of respect for, someone they like a lot. It was just too much for them to move forward with Anthony Lynn, and now, of course, creates really one of the prime openings. There's only 6, but certainly a prime opening considering the talent on the roster, considering the quarterback, considering where they are. This is a place that I know a lot of coaches are going to want to go. And for Anthony Lynn, I would expect him to get head coach interest perhaps this cycle as well. He is well liked. He is well respected. Just did not go the right way this year for him. So now the Chargers officially, and a statement just came out a couple seconds ago, officially move on from head coach Anthony Lynn.
4 seasons and 1 playoff appearance for Anthony Lynn as head coach of the LA Chargers, but now the Chargers looking for a new head coach. Ian Rappaport, thanks very much. Appreciate that news here. So now the 3rd head coaching move we've seen since the conclusion of this 2020 NFL regular season. Lynn, 33-31 in 4 seasons as the head coach. Of course, lost the AFC divisional round game back in 2018. Chargers did win 4 straight to close out this season and now remain one of the more attractive head coach openings out there in the NFL right now. And Daniel Jeremiah, obviously you know this team very well as a part of their radio broadcast team each and every week. So, DJ, how much did the early and instant and immense success of Justin Herbert here in his rookie season, do you think play a role in this move to try to maximize his future, and especially sitting there on a rookie contract?
Well, I think this is a really tough decision for Dean Spanos and company to make this move on Anthony Lynn, because they have so much respect for him as an organization. Being around him as I've been around him, you're not going to find a better leader or a better man than Anthony Lynn. And I think that he was appreciated for those aspects of what he brought to that organization. But you saw that graphic there with the 16 one-possession losses since 2019, and I think there's some game management things that took place in there that fell on Coach Lynn's lap, and that's probably one of the reasons why you saw the decision that was made today. I'll just say this, going forward, Rhett, when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert who's put up numbers that have surpassed anything we've seen from a rookie quarterback in the history of this league, the clock is ticking on his rookie contract. You can build around him and you can chase a championship while he's on that rookie deal. I think, and I'm biased having seen this team so much, I think this is the #1 job on the market right now because of Justin Herbert. And I would also add Tom Telesco, who's got, if you look at his track record of what he's done, especially in the first round, as good as anybody, and he's a good guy to work with as well. I think this is right at the top of the list for the most attractive jobs.
I do think there will be some trepidation around the league because organizationally, this is not considered at the top of the list. And look at the Chargers, how they were before Anthony Lynn arrived. He went 33-31. I guarantee that's an improvement on the 4 years before him. He did win a playoff game, by the way, in Baltimore in that 2018 season. And yes, there were close losses this year, but after losing 45-0, his players rallied and won the last 4. That tells you something about his leadership. I talked to Justin Herbert recently, and he told me it's an honor to play for Coach Lynn. He described him as a great leader and gave him a huge endorsement. So I'm a little troubled by this, and let's see what happens. Anthony Lynn, in my opinion, will be a great head coach the second time around with the benefit of experience. And we've seen guys like Adam Gase go immediately from being fired in one place with less success than Anthony Lynn and get another job. Minority coaches don't usually get afforded that luxury. Sometimes they're banished completely. Sometimes it takes them a long time to dig their way back. So let's keep an eye. We're now down to 3 minority coaches of the 32 teams. 2 are in the playoffs. 1, Brian Flores, narrowly missed it and is in consideration for Coach of the Year. So I think they're held to a different standard. I think Anthony Lynn was held to a different standard. And DJ's right, this is a great job, but the overall landscape is ridiculously slanted and getting worse.
Yeah, 100%. And look, Mike, you make some great points there. Now we're down a coach of color again. We'll see again if it's replenished. We know the NFL is trying to push teams to increase their diversity hiring, and I really want to echo what Daniel Jeremiah said about Anthony Lynn being considered an exceptional leader. You know, some of the things with the kicking game really came back to backfire in some of those one-possession losses. That's been a repeated concern. So things on his staff absolutely are a concern. I'm really hoping his quarterback coach, Pep Hamilton, is someone who gets some interviews for head coaching opportunities, because I know how highly that he is regarded. Now, guys, and Mike, you know this, we have heard the past couple days that Anthony Lynn was still going to be in play unless some of the Chargers' top targets look like they could be attainable. We've heard the name of Brian Daboll, the OC in Buffalo, and Urban Meyer as two potential candidates who could step into that role. So maybe the Chargers feel that they could get one of those two to replace Anthony Lynn, because as DJ said, Anthony Lynn is well respected in that organization, and they are not going to move on, I think, with a lot of unknown in the air. I think there's a couple targets that they've got their eyes on that they know can come in and get this quarterback going in a very talented roster, turning that around real quickly. This is a plum opportunity. The Chargers sit behind the Rams in terms of attention, in terms of the local market as to where they feel, but the talent they have with that quarterback, if they win ball games, they can make some headway very quickly.
Not just the quarterback either. As DJ knows, there are blue chip prospects on both sides of the ball for the Chargers. Certainly an attractive head coaching position there for the LA Chargers. Now, though, 6 head coaching vacancies around the NFL.